An executive coach is sitting at a meeting room table across from a potential client. She's worked hard to get a face-to-face meeting, and after a good discussion has just shared her hourly rate to £350. £350. The client winces, hesitates, then says, "That seems quite steep. The last coach we worked with charged £250. Her heart sinks. That scenario I described is from a conversation I had a few months ago with Sarah, a brilliant executive coach with over 15 years experience. But despite her experience, she's constantly being forced to justify her hourly rate. She often ended up discounting her rate to win the clients, and the result was her feeling undervalued and commoditized. This isn't just Sarah's problem. I see it with consultants, coaches, and professional service providers across the board. The hourly and day rate trap is real, and it's killing both their profits and their confidence. Sarah was undercharging for her expertise, working longer hours than she wants to, and still struggling to maintain her income. She achieves great results for her clients, but to get her foot in the door, they haggle over her rates and compare her to less experienced coaches who charge less. Where Sarah needed to be was in a position where she could be commanding premium fees that truly reflect her value, working with clients who never question her worth, and actually working fewer hours while earning more. The gap between those two realities, it was how she packaged and priced her services. When you quote an hourly or daily rate, you're immediately turning yourself into a commodity. Your expertise, your unique approach, your track record, none of that matters anymore because you've just reduced your value to a single number, one that's incredibly easy to compare. So think about it. When a client says, $250 per hour is too expensive, I can get someone else for $150, what's your response? There's a fundamental truth about buying behavior that changes everything. People don't buy time, they buy outcomes. So if you package your services based on the value and outcomes you deliver, rather than the time it takes, you transform the entire conversation. Let me show you what happened when Sarah made this shift. Instead of positioning herself as an executive coach who charges $350 an hour, Sarah created the Leadership Elevation Program priced at $15,000. When a prospect asked her about her hourly rate, instead of answering directly, she explained her comprehensive solution and how it specifically helped solve the client's problem. The conversation then shifted from "how much do you cost" to "what will I get?" Almost overnight, price resistance disappeared. Let me show you how this transformation worked. Sarah was stuck at "my coaching rate is $350 an hour or $2,500 a day." She repackaged as the Leadership Elevation Program at $15,000. It was a 6-month structured transformation journey. There was monthly in-depth coaching sessions and personalized leadership assessment and a development plan, along with weekly accountability check-ins. After making this change, her prospect asked how they would measure success in the program. Sarah then developed a comprehensive leadership assessment framework that established clear baseline metrics at the start of the program and measured improvement throughout. This increased her perceived value even further by demonstrating her commitment to measurable results while keeping accountability between herself and the client balanced. The package solution required less hours to deliver than she would have needed based on the hourly rate. The client was raving about the transformation that she achieved, and Sarah had developed some amazing assets that she could reuse with future clients. For the next client, though, she increased the price from $15,000 to $18,000 and had even less resistance. This was because she now had a way to quantify the benefits and made it even harder for her clients to compare her offer to those from other coaches. She'd created her own category of one, where she was the only expert who was offering a specific solution to the client's problem. There's a lot of psychology behind pricing. When you package your services properly and price them based on value rather than time, you're not just changing your pricing, you're transforming how your clients experience your service. So how do you make this transformation yourself? Let me walk you through Sarah's journey. First, she identified her clients' most pressing problems. But she went beyond the surface level issues like improving leadership skills. She dug deeper to uncover what was really keeping her clients awake at night. The fear of being exposed as inadequate, the pressure to deliver results with less time and fewer resources, the challenge of leading teams through rapid change. Next, she identified clear, measurable outcomes. But she realized that vague promises wouldn't be enough. So she created specific metrics for success. She focused on creating a cohesive journey that clients could easily understand and visualize themselves completing successfully. Finally, she named her package and set a fixed price that was based on value, not time. She didn't just pull a number out of thin air. She thought carefully about the true worth of the transformation she was delivering to her clients. What would a 30% more engaged team mean for productivity? What's the value of faster, more confident decision making at the executive level? When she looked at it this way, 15,000 actually seemed like a bargain compared to the hundreds of thousands of pounds in value she was creating for the client. Sarah went from undercharging, overworking, and constantly justifying her rates, and is now commanding premium fees that truly reflect her value. She's also working with clients who respect her expertise and never question her worth. And she's actually working fewer hours while earning more. The hourly and daily rate model is out of date in a world that values results over time spent. Value-based packaging is the way forward if you want to escape the price squeeze and finally be valued for the outcomes you deliver, rather than the time you spend. Subscribe for more videos and check out the free resources on valuealchemist.com for help in starting your journey to value-based pricing. And until next time, remember, clients don't buy your time, they buy the difference you make. So price accordingly. Thanks.